What's up, guys? This is manic.mercurian. I am a professional astrologer. I've been studying astrology for over 10 years, and in this video we are going to rank the 12 signs by how strong of a sex drive they have. So let's start out with Aquarius, and we're going to do these in the alphabetical order just because I feel like when you put those zodiac signs in alphabetical order, it seems very random. So let's start with Aquarius here. So Aquarius is an air sign. Air signs tend to be less sentimental than the other signs, less physical in nature. They're more mentally oriented, so sexuality is going to be more psychological for them, I guess you could say. Aquarius, though, is interesting because it can be very intense at times. It can also be very detached, though, so there is a range there. And everything in between. But there is that side of Aquarius that modern astrologers definitely know. There is this kind of intense, radical, experimental side of Aquarius. Let's get weird. Let's try something different, if that makes sense. So overall, Aquarius, I'm gonna put in the horny category. It has that radical. Let's be weird. Let's try something different. If it wasn't an air sign, it might rank even higher, I guess you could say. Okay, next would be Aries. So if any of you know Aries, I think this is no mystery. They are very blunt, very straightforward. They feel very strongly. They're very passionate. They are definitely one of the signs more interested in this type of thing. They're very active, very passionate for sure. Okay, next is Cancer. So Cancer is one of those signs that's kind of surprising with this too. They can be a little bit shy, a little bit reserved. They like to keep to themselves. It's traditionally it's an introverted sign for sure. But this is also the most emotional sign. It feels a lot, and overall, I'm gonna put them in the horny category. They tend to be a little bit submissive, but also very forthright about their desires and their passions as well. Okay, next is Capricorn. So completely opposite side of the zodiac here. Capricorn really doesn't focus a lot on its immediate emotions, immediate pleasures, by any means. But people with strong Capricorn placements, they have definitely a freaky side to them for sure. It's just that it's usually locked down, it's compartmentalized. So overall, I'm gonna put it in the low libido category. Okay, after Capricorn is Gemini. So Gemini is interesting because, as usual, Gemini has a full range on this spectrum. Gemini can be very detached, very emotionless. It can, really do without all this kind of mumbo jumbo, this sexuality business. It can refrain from all of that. But Gemini is also very curious. It loves to experience new things. It loves interacting with others. And so that's where you can get this, more promiscuous side of Gemini as well. So overall, I think it kind of evens out actually, and I'm going to put it in the average category. All right, after Gemini is Leo. And Leo is another fire sign, feels very intensely, very strongly. It's very much focused on creation, self-expression, having fun, playing around. Definitely gonna put it in that top category for sure. Okay, after Leo is Libra. Libra is also very flirtatious, and Libra can come across very sexual, but it's really not though. Libra, I would actually argue, is the least sexual. I'm gonna put it in the abstinent category because they are so detached. They are very airy. Of course, being an air sign, they're more focused on issues that are intellectual or cerebral in nature, psychological. They're just not, it's almost like they're more interested in the whole courtship process and dating and getting to know someone than they're actually interested in sex. Okay, after Libra would be Pisces. So Pisces is another water sign, and of course, Pisces is very emotional, and there's a full range as well because Pisces is mutable. So Pisces can be very emotional, very sensitive, very into cuddling and physical touch and things of that nature. But Pisces can also be very detached as well. I'm gonna put it in the average category because I think in a way, sort of similar to Gemini, it can be very promiscuous, very active, but it can also be kind of detached and isolated as well. After Pisces is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is another fire sign, very belligerent, very active, very, Sagittarius is known to be promiscuous for sure. It's the outward expression of Scorpio since it's the sign that comes afterward. Scorpio has everything to do with sex. Of course, things do change dramatically from sign to sign, but I do think that this particular trait is something that carries over from Scorpio into Sagittarius. After Sagittarius is Scorpio, that we were just talking about. So Scorpio is, of all the signs, it's the one known for sexuality. Now Scorpio is typically very focused, so it's not the most promiscuous sign by any means, but it really loves to connect with that special someone and just go all the way and get really freaky, try different things, and have that very intense kind of expression there. After Scorpio is Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, so very sensual, loves the physical pleasures, and it's ruled by Venus, so it also loves the whole, flirtation, the courtship process as well. All in all, I'm going to put it in the average category. I feel like, I almost am in between, horny and average for Taurus because it does love this type of thing, but it can also be, it is technically an introverted sign as well and can be more focused on work or the long term. So all in all, I'm just going to put it in the average category just to be safe. Lastly is Virgo. So Virgo is a little bit like Capricorn in the sense that it does have definitely a very freaky side to it. Most Virgo people won't, let you know about this unless you are very close to them. But at the end of the day, Virgo can go without sex. A lot of them have this attitude, they may want it at different times, but that desire could be fleeting. And at the end of the day, they can kind of just do themselves, so to speak. They can refrain if they want to. So that's my take on the horny zodiac signs. Let me know what you think and have a great day.